Good morning. Oh, it took me an extra couple of minutes, but good morning, Santana. You're the first one in here. Sincerely yours. Hello. Lucky. Hello. Oh, it's moving quickly. Tyrell, good morning. Roman, good morning. George, good morning. A. Satuan, good morning. Breton, hello. Plan for today, sincerely yours. Well, I'm gonna do some cardio with you fine people. I actually had to get the house together because I have the cleaning lady coming, and I was just telling somebody that, and he goes, you don't, because I do the laundry, I wash the sheets, strip the beds, wash the sheets, cleaning lady comes, she does the whole house and makes the beds. I hate, two things I hate. I hate laundry, don't have a choice, gotta do it, especially being a gym freak. I'm producing a lot more laundry than most, and then I hate making beds. Like, making bed is fine. I make my bed every day, don't get me wrong. But changing sheets, I fucking hate to change the sheets. Hate it. So I wash them, she changes them. So that makes me happy. So I had to get all that stuff done this morning. Had extra laundry to do, had to get through that. So, but I'm gonna work out today. Yesterday I did not. A lot of times you guys ask like about motivation and getting in the gym and how do you do it and whatever. And yesterday, so if you remember, Chris had, my God, had a near-death experience on Tuesday, and I talked about that yesterday. But because of that, I didn't eat. I had one meal 8 o'clock at night on Tuesday, and then we had birthday cake for my daughter. So yesterday, I got off my cardio and I was like, I actually don't think, and I didn't work out Tuesday because I did 10 minutes of this, all hell broke loose, and then obviously I was not working out after that day. So yesterday I was like, I don't think I can do it. Like, then it's gonna be 2 days in a row. And Chris was like, baby, what we went through yesterday, just, you can afford to take an extra day off. Because I felt like kind of weak yesterday, very tired all day, very emotional all day. Maybe a quick lifting session, a quick pump session even, maybe would have made me feel a little better. I really didn't have it in me. So today Chris is doing well. So I feel like I can take an hour and pump some iron, if you will. Yes, Antenna, you're the first one in here today. Thank you, Hala Madrid. He said, I'm looking great today. Everything's going good, Chubbs. We are on the mend over here with the Graham fam. Thank you, sincerely yours. He said, looking fab as always. Send, man, I'm giggling before I read this out loud. Greetings from Mars. That's cute. Oh, you like my lips? Keith likes my lips. He said my lipstick on fleek. I just put gloss on. A little bit of gloss. Every so often I do that for you guys in the morning. I mean, it's a little later, so I was in the bathroom cleaning everything up, organizing, and I was like, oh, I'll put a little gloss on before I go downstairs. Thank you, Professor T. He said, I'm the best. Absolutely gorgeous. Tell you one thing, it is hot in Myrtle Beach today. The air is thick. Good morning, Mike Best. How are you? You've been on here every day, too. I do, Keith. I love beach workouts. Super fun. I don't love running on the beach, though. I don't love running anytime, so running on the beach is even worse, but it's really good for you. Can I say a random number for you to do push-ups? Hit 100, Santana. You can break them up. It doesn't have to be unbroken. 10 sets of 10. They're very manageable. Sucker Free said, I got a great attitude, nice body. Thank you. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I've done workouts on the beach. They're on my channel for sure. We used to have a lot of fun in New Jersey doing workouts on the beach. I do not bench press anymore, but my max was 235. But since I got the girls done, I stopped bench pressing. There's a lot of oblique exercises, Sincerely Yours. I actually have quite a few ab workouts on my YouTube channel. A couple really good ones, actually. Some are more beginner intermediate, and I definitely have at least one or two advanced ab workouts, which definitely has obliques in it. Yeah, Chris is definitely doing better. I do not do yoga, Keith. It doesn't keep me interested enough. It bores me. Probably should. Probably be more flexible, but I'm okay with where I'm at. Yeah, always me. Chris is doing much better, thank you. He actually fell asleep before I got into bed last night and seemed to have slept soundly last night. The night before, I mentioned yesterday, he was having nightmares, kept waking up and jumping, and I was like, it's okay, everything's okay, like you're not bleeding, everything's fine. And he'd fall back to sleep, but several times Tuesday night he was like that. Last night, I don't think he got up even to roll over. So I think he was pretty shot, but I mean, the good news is he still can't hear. There's still blood behind his ears. The doctor said that's normal and it will dissipate on its own, hopefully before we see her on Monday. But if you remember, I've been saying I haven't put out a fresh YouTube video in weeks. Chris hasn't really been up to filming because he's had these terrible migraines, and yesterday and today he was like, I don't know if it's that I'm like overly hydrated from all the the bags that they give you in the hospital, or if this happening was actually a blessing because he has been in so much pain. My theory on this, I said to him this morning, is I wonder if there was a clot there this whole time and that sneeze dislodged it, and now she was able to go back in and she cleared everything out. He doesn't even have a runny nose. Not even a runny nose, and he had a runny nose after his original surgery, which is normal. That's your body's protection mechanism. He doesn't even have a runny nose at this point. So I wonder if the clot was there this whole time, we didn't know it, it dislodged, and now the pressure is gone. And where the bleed was in his, it was actually in his sinus, one of his, I think it was the furthest up sinus canal between your brain and your eye. There's 3 sinus cavities in there. And she said it was such a small bleed. But if a small bleed had a giant clot and growing, I think my theory makes sense. But we'll talk to her on Monday. You know I'm going to tell her my theory and see what she says. But it's nothing she did wrong. It just was how he was healing, unfortunately. But hopefully we're past this now. I am very hungry, actually, Owen. It's late in the day for me. It's definitely been hot. Horse hoe. It's been very hot. Thank you, Juan. He said I look absolutely gorgeous in red. I appreciate you. Good morning, Kanchan. How many daily push-ups? I don't really do push-ups anymore. Happy birthday, Viper Mike. How old are you? I'm allowed to ask that, right? Volleyball at Point Pleasant Beach in the Tiki Bar. I love that. Somebody said sandwiches cut in half, question mark. Are you asking, like, is it okay to eat a sandwich cut in half? It's a weird question. I don't really understand the question. Joshua said he loves me in red too. Tomorrow is, actually, yeah, I'll be live on YouTube tomorrow. We're not going out tonight. We were supposed to go out tonight originally. We were supposed to go out Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday is my daughter's birthday party, so I'm gonna have her and her friends out all day, and then they're gonna come sleep over, so we're not gonna go out Saturday night. But now we're not going out tonight, definitely. Chris said he'd like to try and go out and see our friends on Friday, but I'm trying to put my foot down and say no, but when he gets his mindset, it's really tough. But there will be no alcohol present, probably for either of us on Friday. Just, I'm not ready to drink, and sometimes drinking brings you back to like, it's a depressant, right? So drinking kind of brings you back there. I'm not ready to, it's not far enough past me to feel like I can drink right now. Nice. Push-ups done. Santana did 100 push-ups. How many squats? 200 squats. I'm assuming you're doing air squats. If you're doing air squats, 200. Viper Mike is 68 and you're benching 315 today. Hell yeah. I'm going to tell you that there's not a lot of 68-year-olds out there that can bench 315. I bet there's not a lot of 68-year-olds out there that even bench. So, hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah and happy birthday to Viper Mike? Love it. You should be proud of yourself. How do I maintain my figure? Anoop says, I say it all the time, you cannot out-train a bad diet. Really, even when shit hit the fan the other day, now I didn't eat. Normally I would tell people, like, you gotta try and eat, you gotta be strong for your people. I didn't get a break cleaning him up all day long to eat, nor did I want to eat with all the blood. But when I got home on Tuesday, yes, I had birthday cake with my daughter, the 80-20 rule. But I had chicken and rice. And I told my best friend that, and she goes, I'd expect nothing less. And my friend Anthony and Sandy came over to wish Kylie a happy birthday and check on Chris. And they looked at me and they're like, what are you eating? I made Chris tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwich. Comfort food, you know. And I thought about like just having a grilled cheese sandwich, throwing it back real quick and getting a birthday cake. And I was like, you're gonna hate yourself tomorrow. Chris made it. You gotta do what's right for you. So I made myself, I just heated up one of my meal preps, that's all. But I felt good about it. So you cannot out-train a bad diet, and I work out 5 to 6 days a week. Push the heavy weights, especially if you're getting older. Four sets of 50 reps. Love it, Santana. Get those squats. Let me know how it goes. Javon says, Kristen, do you agree that the more you see progress, the more people will tell you? Yeah, actually. I mean, I've been fit for years, and people still tell me how fit I am, or how fit I look, or how do you do it? And ask lots of questions about being fit. I think some people are dumbfounded by fitness because of the dedication that it takes. The reality is it's not that complicated. You have to just start moving, but people always ask questions, and it's not, unfortunately, the norm. So people are surprised by it. I've had people walk up to me and ask if they could touch my biceps, which to this day is weird, but I mean, depending on the situation, sometimes I say yes. Hello, Randy, welcome. Viber Mike says, thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Me and Chris are the best. Oh, you're welcome. You don't have to thank me. Morris asks if I'm aiming to get bigger or stronger or just maintain. I like to be strong. I don't think it's necessary for me to get like bigger and stronger. I'm actually trying to lean out a little bit. If you remember, maybe even like two to 3 years ago, I was way more jacked. I mean, my traps are down. I'll show you guys. Because if you've been following me for a while, My traps are definitely, the hair in the way. My traps used to be like up here. So I've really taken some time to try and make a more pretty décolleté, if you will. A little bit more feminine. I used to wear my hair down, honestly, all the time so I can cover up how big my traps were, because they're a hell of a talking point when I'm wearing a dress. But now I feel like they look pretty. I just want them to look pretty at this point. So maintain, I guess. And I'm changing. Do we have, SJ asked if me and the family have special plans for Halloween this year. My daughter's 14, she still goes trick-or-treating. It's actually a really big deal in Myrtle Beach, in South Carolina, I would assume. The weather's beautiful. You're sitting outside in like a t-shirt and shorts, giving out candy. We all just sit outside and stay outside. I usually make chili, and I give it to all the neighbors that walk up. If they want some, I make a ton of it. Kylie and her friends come in, they eat chili, and then they go out. So nothing crazy. I did just order my Halloween costume, and I cannot wait to share it. Last week, Chris said what he wanted to be, and I was like, that's an easy one. And then I was like, I could probably make that up with shit I have at home. Not gonna say what it is yet. You'll have to wait. I'll probably have to do some kind of big reveal in a short YouTube video or something. It is hot. Ordered it yesterday. Was not cheap, but I looked at Chris and I was like, can I order this? It's gonna be like $400+. And he's like, fuck it. It's hot. So I was like, okay, I'm doing it. Cortland Williams says, love your OF. The view is always amazing. Thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate you. You can also talk to me on Sex Panther. So I'm on there now, and I'm on late and taking video calls, text messages, phone calls, most of the day actually. I make myself very available, except for when I'm on my live. I have to tell people like, no, I have to go live. I am 40, Anoop. I just turned 40 in May. Well, yeah, I do feel more at peace today. Let's see, got through some comments. It looks like there's quite a few that have been inappropriate. Yes, I do have a child. I have a 14-year-old. Her birthday was on Tuesday. She just turned 14. Tahir said, how are you today? Looking gorgeous. Thank you for that. Pika, what is your challenge? It better be appropriate. Viper Mike says, I love the new look. Is it the hair? My mermaid hair? I've worn the sports bra before. Or are you talking about my body because of the physique change? Because we just talked about that. That might be what you're talking about. I'm 40. I was 40 in May. Javon asked what my thoughts are on winter running. What do you recommend? If you can take it, as long as it's not icy out, go for it. If you're a runner, there's no reason to stop running because it's winter. You might have to bundle up more. I mean, you probably will have to bundle up more, but there's no reason to stop running. But make sure that you warm up, a little dynamic stretching, moving a little bit more so your joints aren't frozen when you get out there. That's really important. But make sure you dress appropriately. More is better in the winter time, even if it slows down your time a little bit. You don't want to get sick. Please stop asking me how old I am. I've answered it several times. Ted Be Happy said you give me incentive to work out. I guess I won't look as good as you. Yes, you will. Keep working out. This is years. I didn't start working out yesterday and then come here live to chat with you guys. It's years of hard work, and you can't out-train a bad diet. Remember that. I'm doing well to hear. Motivated, dedicated, how are you? Welcome back. No, I don't use WhatsApp. Yes, I'm married. Gebler Franco said 40. You are young and gorgeous. Thank you. I still feel young. Thank you, Mike Wolf. He is very lucky, but I'm very lucky to have him as well. Viper Mike said he's been around since the beginning. How many years have you been posting? I've been on YouTube since 2016. So I think July, June or July, it tells me in the app. But so I think this summer, this coming summer, 2026, will be 10 years on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? I still remember how I started. I still remember being afraid to talk on camera, petrified. I was so not doing a vlog. Now I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Bring it on, turn it on. Now, if somebody needs a quick promo and you tell me what you need, I can film a promo. I can film a 1-minute promo without messing up in one attempt. So now there are times that I have a bad day and Chris is like, all right, shoot. And he'll turn the camera on and I'm like, I don't know what to say. Or I'll start saying and I'll stutter, but it's rare. Normally it's like, all right, this is what we're doing. We take it one take and be done. I just have to go through a little prep mentally and I shoot it. Oh, that stinks, Chubbs. Your service stinks. That's a bummer. Well, we're only about halfway through, so if you get better service, you know where I am. Mara said my hairstyle is stupendous. Thank you. Little mermaid wave, that's all. Again, I'm 40. Different person asked, so I'll answer. Gerber Franco, the best way to lose weight is going to be combining diet and exercise. Little things, if you've never worked out before and this is new to you, if dieting is new to you, get a food scale. Weighing and measuring is going to be your best friend. Try and get your body weight and protein in every day, and that should be your first goal. Eat the protein on your plate first. Stick with whole foods, potatoes, rice, vegetables, fruits, things like that. Aim for 10,000 steps a day and get into the gym, even if it's 2 or 3 days a week in the beginning. Set realistic goals that you can hit. Grid on Frantic 84 said, I have the patience of a saint with some of the repetitive questions. Thank you for noticing. I only know, this is cute. Chris Lewis, you're making me laugh. I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. That's cute. That actually made me laugh. Why is it easier to gain weight in the winter? I mean, Javon, it really shouldn't be easier to gain weight in the winter. The only thing I could think of is if you're just more active and on your feet more in the spring and summer and fall months. That would mean you're probably getting more steps in. A lot of people get cabin fever, sit on the couch, bundle up, get cozy, and don't move around a lot. That will have obviously a more negative effect on you and you'll gain weight. But a lot of times, I don't have a hard time gaining weight in the summer if I'm trying to bulk. Retro Collector said, question, hey, I love your YouTube content. After a workout and I drink whey protein shake, when should I eat a meal or a snack? A snack you can have with it. I usually do a protein shake and a rice cake with some kind of a jam or honey butter on top, so I get a good amount of carbs in post-workout immediately, get it down real quick. And then a full meal within the hour and a half is really good, preferably within the hour if you can. When you drink that protein shake, It shouldn't make you feel satisfied. It should literally be just feeding your muscles. You should be like, okay, I can drink my protein shake and make a meal at the same time. Strickland asked for my favorite Blackstone products and flavors. Well, let's go to flavors first because they just came out with a couple new ones. If you've ever had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and again, I've said this before, if I was on Blackstone's channel right now, I wouldn't say Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I'm on my channel and I can say what I want. But it tastes to me, in comparison, there's a cinnamon cereal, whey protein, it's called Isolation, and it tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It tastes like the milk you get at the end of eating a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It is so freaking good. Favorite flavor. I also like their chocolate. It's my staple. Then they just came out with Rocket Pop for Dust X. I've been using it in their EAAs. The Rocket Pop's my favorite EAA flavor. But now they came out with it for Dust X, and God, I could dry scoop it. It's so freaking good. Supplements in general, I take the SST1 kit, which is 2 pills, a daytime pill and an evening pill. Helps you build and maintain muscle and recover more efficiently. We know muscle is built in the recovery setting. Halo Elite and Epi Smash I take before a workout, about 30 minutes. Helps you focus and, again, build lean muscle. Gives you a little bit of aggression too. Arsen, you know I take every morning. I talk about it all the time. Right before I came out here, Chris was like, did you just take an Arsen? I was like, yes. I suppose I'm talkative. I'll get out there now. But that's a fat burner. And it's not for the weak of heart. If you cannot handle caffeine, I warn you, cut it in half. It's very strong. I take all their vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin C, multivitamin, turmeric, fish oil, the works. Creatine goes in my whey protein shake every day. Harmonize, helps women regulate their hormones, especially around your period. You'll definitely notice a difference. Less irritability, less moodiness, less emotional. You're welcome. Get it for your ladies. All this stuff you can use KGRAM SFB at checkout. And you'll get a nice, I think it's a 20% discount. Ronnie, I'm good. How are you? Thank you for the questions today. Good morning, Earl. Good morning, Dan. Happy Thursday. I keep thinking today's Friday, too. This has been a very long week. You're welcome, Retro. Trying to see if there's any questions. Good morning, Jesus. Do I ever have a, okay, so Cortland Williams said, do you ever have a cheat day? How do you train abs? Oh, so 2 questions. Yeah, I have cheat days. So I handle cheat days, I think, differently than everybody else. Not everybody else, but I don't love like pizza and ice cream. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll eat it and I'll enjoy the shit out of it. But if I'm having a cheat to me is like not eating my normal cooking, my normal meals. So like we'll go out to dinner. Normally we would go out every Wednesday. Obviously this week with our extenuating circumstances, we were not out. But I'll go out and I'll have like a filet, some Brussels sprouts, raw oysters. Those are typically like my go-tos when I go out to eat. So yes, I'm cheating, but I'm not doing too much damage. The most damage I'm doing is if I order like an 8-ounce filet and I eat the whole thing, it's probably 4 ounces more meat than I really needed. But that's just me getting extra protein in. So it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'm really not a pizza and ice cream kind of person. I've said before my favorite food is chicken parm. But as far as abs go, I have a lot of videos on my channel. If you scroll through where I train abs, if you type in Kristen Graham abs, Kristen Graham core. You're gonna see a lot of videos where I actually train abs right there with you, or give you good exercises to target your abs differently. Some of them are intermediate, some of them are advanced, but you'll probably really enjoy them. Cody says, good morning, Kristen, glad to see you're doing better. You look like you're back to your beautiful self, so happy to see you. Thank you, Cody. I am doing better. We had a good day yesterday. Chris was pretty weak. He's still feeling pretty weak, but no headaches is good. And now we've survived 2 nights. So I'm feeling more confident with his recovery at this moment. The doctor also called me 3 times yesterday. Called Chris once, called me twice to check in on him. So that also gives me more peace of mind that they're very on top of his recovery. And we go back Monday. So less than a week since surgery, and we'll see her again. No problem, Retro. You'll finish your treadmill walk. Oh, we're walking together. Can you see me? Jesus says, good morning, Kristen. What do you think is better, heavy or lightweight? Honestly, change it up. If you're doing your own programming, stay on like a good, maybe 4 weeks. Light weights, lots of volume. But when I say light weights, I mean like moderate. You still want to push the weight. You just want to get a lot of volume. So don't think of it as lightweight. Think of it as what you can hit a 12 to 15 rep range. So whatever you can uncomfortably hit those reps. Then back it down and do like 6 to 8 reps, really, really heavy as you can go. And while you're doing all of this, if you hit a set, say of 15, and it didn't feel hard, and you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do 4 sets of 15, don't count it. That was a warm-up set. Don't start counting it until you feel like this is a good working weight. Let's use this. I hope that helps, Jesus. Hello, Pramod. What time is it? It's 10, almost 10:15 here. I have about 10 minutes left on here. Santosh, I eat whole foods. Lots and lots of chicken. I eat ground beef and sweet potatoes and eggs at breakfast. Avocado, coconut oil, olive oil for some healthy fats. Sometimes I have some protein pasta. I eat rice, cucumbers, tomatoes pretty often. Actually, I eat tomatoes at almost every meal, even breakfast. They're sweet, so it kind of feels like a little treat. Thank you, Fernando. He said I was so beautiful. Hello, Dan. No, MD, I do not do yoga. Manlow, I did not have surgery. My husband had a near-death experience the other day and was rushed to surgery. DJ David said, I'm looking beautiful and gorgeous as ever. Thank you. Cortland Williams, you're welcome. He said, thank you for the response. I made his day. Well, you're welcome. I'm happy to help. I have lower body today. I'm kind of like, because of what's been going on, part of me is like, maybe I'll go to my normal routine. The other part of me is like, maybe I'll just lift heavy and get like a short workout in, like real heavy. Not really sure exactly which way I'm going to go with it yet, but I'll let you know tomorrow what I decided. Probably smart just to get back to my regular routine and just kind of dive in, but we'll see. I think I'm going to work out when the cleaning ladies are here at 1. This way then I'm out of their way. Chris is going to lay down. I'm going to close off the guest room and just let him chill and tell them not to clean that room. I'll just vacuum it up later. Do you see more progress? Javon, this is a great question. He says, do you see more progress with free weights than machines? The answer is going to be yes, most of the time. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to say most of the time. If you're healthy, if your joints are good, if you don't have some kind of ailment that compromises your ability to hold weight, move weight, activate your core. Yeah, free weights every time. Squatting, back squatting, front squatting on a free bar, heavy, surpasses by far a leg press every time. I don't care if you have a 1,000-pound leg press. You better start back squatting. Now, I'm gonna pick, again, free weights every time. You're gonna work a lot of fine muscle groups. People say, oh, I love the CrossFitter body. Why do they look so different? Because they're working with free weights and they're moving. They need stability muscles. Those tiny stability muscles are those tiny little lines that pop out of a CrossFitter that you don't always see in other sports. Really important. Now, I have a couple of friends that are suffering with rheumatoid arthritis. One of them, both of them actually, were at boot camp with me and they had to quit because they couldn't physically hold the weights. It hurt them so bad to like wrap their hands around a weight. Their knuckles, they were swelling, it was painful. And I said, they were like, wow, I'm in such a good routine, what do I do? And I said, go to the gym, go to like a Crunch Fitness, Planet Fitness, use the machines because you're gonna safely be able to move weight and your hands are gonna get a break. This is a time when you probably can't squat because you can't hold something. You can't really use those joints like that. Leg press, a leg extension, a hamstring curl, all those are gonna be really important because you can't hold the bar and do a Romanian deadlift or a conventional deadlift. You can't wrap your hands around the bar while you're squatting or while you're holding a dumbbell to curl. It's chronically hurting your body. At that point, machines trump everything because you don't have a choice. So that was kind of a loaded question and I hope that I answered it correctly. Well, I know I answered it correctly. I hope I answered it fully for you. Also, like, think of it as far as free weights go, functional fitness. I compared lunging the other day to one of my clients to getting up off the ground. You're sitting on the ground, say you're older and you have grandkids and you need to get up. You're not gonna put both feet underneath you and squat up. You're basically gonna put one leg up, probably grab onto something, and you're gonna lunge up off the ground. One leg is gonna do more work than the other. It's a lunge, it's functional. You sit down to go to the bathroom or you sit down at the table for dinner. You sit, you squat into a chair, right? You pick up the bags at the grocery store and you carry them into the house. You deadlift them up and you farmers carry them into the house. These are all very functional movements. You pick something up overhead and you put it into the closet, you're pressing. Guys, this isn't brain surgery. This is functional fitness and it helps you to function in life better every single day. It's really important. So again, I hope that answers your question. I forgot who asked that, but very good question. And I hope that was a pretty in-depth answer. Javon asked that question. Yes, your questions are top tier. Oh, some guy sent $2.99. Thank you for that. Not an appropriate question though, so I'm not going to answer it. Let's see. Gilbert Franco says, question, can you still work out if you're 46? Of course you can. In fact, what you do at 46 is going to benefit you tremendously when you're 76. So there's usually a kind of buffer zone. So if you only work out until you're in your 20s, when you're in your 40s, you're going to probably feel pretty shitty if you stopped in your 20s. So there's no time like the present to get started. Get moving, and it's going to give you longevity. And I've seen people in their 40s and 50s just start working out, and when they get to their 50s and 60s, actually look younger. It is the only thing. Fitness and a good diet are the only things that help you to look younger. It is the only thing that I would consider to be a fountain of youth. I'm gonna hide this user on my channel. Okay. Well, that's not good. My finger is timeout. Okay, there you go. I just put somebody in timeout. He'll know who he is in a minute. All right, let's get back to these questions. I only have like 3 minutes left. Man, I didn't realize how long this was going. Cody says, I look like I'll be in great shape for many years to come. I hope so. My health is my goal. Health is wealth. Favorite type of food? Kind of addicted to protein. It used to be harder, like when people are like, oh, it's so hard to get enough protein in. It used to be a lot harder, but now, I mean, if we go out, like me and Chris will do oysters and martinis on a random night. Our choice is oysters, or we'll do shrimp cocktail. Where it used to be like, let's order some mozzarella sticks, let's order, some mac and cheese balls or some, fried chicken. Fuck that. Give me some fresh oysters, raw oysters, and a dirty martini. You had me at hello. Protein is everything. Dan Warner, you're never too old to stop working out. Damn right. Gilbert, no problem. Anytime. You ask whatever you want. You are a lovely person to have on here. Jason, you're just going to have to go and find out. I'm also on Sex Panther. You can talk to me there almost all day. I make myself available. Texting, talking, video calls, phone calls, available. Make sure you let me know you came from YouTube. I love hearing that. Yeah, Viper Mike, we're not 10 years old. We are just about there. DJ David said, I have a question. One is that I do push-ups and sit-ups, but, oh, it went away. Where did it go? Oh, where did it go? It just bounced. I didn't finish reading it. Damn. Well, I saw part of the question, but there's more of a statement. I didn't get a question to answer. If you want to ask it again, please do. I started reading it, and then it literally, my whole chat went moving. So I don't know if I got a whole bunch of questions or what. People are never too old to walk. Get those steps in. No, I don't do dancing lessons. I might come at it again, actually. I got this question right. Oh, no. So I wonder if it's gone. Really weird. All right. We are just about at 45 minutes here. So I am going to be shutting it down. It is hot out here. I am sweating real good right now. And I am very hungry. It's already 10:30. Let me see. Ronnie, I'm 58 years old. I will be going to the gym at 8 o'clock. I work out. I have, let's see, problems with my right knee. I'm a truck driver. I jumped in and out. What can I do to take some pain away? That's a tough one, Ronnie. You're the kind of person I would say maybe free weights might not be the best thing for, and aiming towards machines might be better. I don't know when this happened. If it was recent, you can try and give yourself a little bit of time off from training legs. That might help. Making sure your knee is in the right position when you're squatting and lunging, doing that kind of stuff. Make sure your knee's not tracking over your toe, Ronnie. Really important. Even doing things like box squats is going to be really good for you. But again, if it just happened, if you just jumped out of the truck and irritated it, give yourself 2 weeks off from training legs. But you can train upper body in the meantime. There's no reason why you can't do that. So just be careful. You can also try, if this is fairly recent, you could try an apple cider vinegar bath. 20 minutes in a hot bath with 1 quart of apple cider vinegar and a 1.5 cups of Epsom salt. And that will take some of the lactic acid out. That might give you some relief as well. So it's a couple things, but if it just happened, definitely don't hesitate to take a little bit of time off, not excessive, and keep working out. Just maybe stay off the knee a little bit. And I mean, the same way I handle my shoulders, if you think about like today I'm going to go in and train legs, and you do something, you're like, man, it doesn't feel good today. Today's not leg day. It's okay. Train your shoulders, train your back, train your chest, train something else. It doesn't, if you're not a professional bodybuilder, you don't have to isolate the muscles on certain days of the week. Some people really have to stick to their plan. If you're in this for health, again, health is wealth. If you're not feeling a certain thing today, move on, and it's okay. But I appreciate you guys today. I'm over 45 minutes and starving. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be on because I am not going out tonight. So I'll see you tomorrow.